Hello everyone. Today we are going to continue the lesson Manufacturing Industries of Class 10 in this video. Here we are going to see about the industrial pollution and the environmental degradation. Industrial pollution and environmental degradation. Although industries contribute significantly to India's economic growth and development, the increase in pollution of land, water, air, noise, and resulting degradation of environment that they have caused cannot be overlooked. Industries are responsible for four types of pollution. They are air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, and noise pollution. The polluting industries also include thermal power plants. First, we will see about the air pollution. Air pollution is caused by the presence of high proportion of undesirable gases such as sulfur dioxide and carbon monoxide. Airborne particulates material contain both solid and liquid particles like dust, spray mist, and smoke. Smoke is emitted by chemical and paper factories, brick kilns, refineries, and smelting plants, and also from the burning of fossil fuels in big and small factories that ignore pollution norms. Toxic gas leaks can be very hazardous with long term effects. Are you aware of the Bhopal gas tragedy that occurred in India? Air pollution adversely affects human health, animals, plants, buildings, and the atmosphere as a whole. Air pollution is caused by the emission of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, etc. Chimneys of the industries produce heat leading to global warming and greenhouse effect. Use of CFC in various industrial products depletes ozone layer which filters ultraviolet rays of the sun. The next pollution what we are going to learn is about water pollution. Water pollution is caused by dumping of organic and inorganic industrial waste and effluents into the rivers. The main culprits of dumping in this regard are paper pulp, chemical, textile and dyeing, petroleum refineries, leather tanneries, and electroplating industries that let out dyes, detergents, acids, salts. Heavy metals like lead and mercury, pesticides, fertilizers, synthetic chemicals, plastics, and rubber pollute the water. Industries which produce and generates lots of toxic waste kills the aquatic life in the water bodies. Fly ash, phosphogypsum, and iron and steel slags are the major solid waste in India. Thermal pollution of water occurs when hot water from factories and thermal plants is drained into rivers and ponds before cooling. What would be the effect on aquatic life? Waste water from the nuclear power plants, nuclear and weapon production factories cause cancer, birth defects, and miscarriages. Soil and water pollution are closely related. Dumping of waste, especially glass, harmful chemicals, industrial effluents, packaging materials, salts, and garbage renders the soil useless. Rainwater percolates through the soil, carrying the pollutants to the ground, and the groundwater also gets contaminated. Finally, we are going to see about the noise pollution. Noise pollution results in irritation and anger. It can also cause hearing impairment, increased heart rate, and blood pressure, among other physiological effects, and also may cause heart attack among the people. Unwanted sound is an irritant and a source of stress. Industrial and construction activities, machinery, factory equipments, generators, saws, and pneumatic and electric drills also make a lot of noise. High intensity sound generated by running machines, siren, drilling, fans, etc., leads to noise pollution. Now, we shall see how to control this environmental degradation. Minimizing the use of water for processing by reusing and recycling it in two or more successive stages is a method where we can control or reduce the usage of water. Harvesting of rainwater to meet water requirements, treating hot water and effluents before releasing them in the rivers and ponds. Treatment of industrial effluents can be done in the three phases. As a primary treatment by mechanical means, this involves screening, grinding, flocculation, and sedimentation. Secondary treatment by biological process. Tertiary treatment by biological, chemical, and physical processes. This involves recycling of wastewater. Overdrawing of groundwater reserves by industry where there is a threat to groundwater resources also needs to be regulated legally. Particulate matter in the air can be reduced by fitting smokestacks to factories with electrostatic precipitators, fabric filters, scrubbers, and inertial separators. Smoke can be reduced by using oil or gas instead of coal in the factories. Machinery and equipments can be used and generators should be fitted with silencers. Almost all machinery can be redesigned to increase efficiency and reduce the noise. Noise absorbing material may be used apart from personal use of earplugs and earphones. The challenge of sustainable development requires integration of economic development with environmental concerns. Finally, let us now see a case study of NTPC. NTPC is a major power providing corporation in India. It has ISO certification for EMS, Environment Management System 14001. The corporation has a proactive approach for preserving the natural environment and resources like water, oil, and gas and fuels in places where it is setting up power plants. This has been possible through optimum utilization of equipment, adopting latest techniques, and upgrading existing equipment. Minimizing the waste generation by maximizing ash utilization, providing green belts for nurturing ecological balance, and addressing the question of special purpose vehicles for afforestation. Reducing environmental pollution through ash ponds management, ash water recycling system, and liquid waste management. Ecological monitoring, reviews, and online database management for all its power stations. National Thermal Power Corporation Limited is a full form of NTPC. With this, we come to the end of this lesson, manufacturing industries. Hope it's clear for all of you. Thank you.